want to start the video with a quick song that I was thinking about. I think that goes quite well with this video. Of course I messed up. Who never messed up? Hands in the air. No hands. That's how I feel right now, honestly. So yeah, you see the title. We've got a big topic to discuss today. We are talking about why in this country, why in this great British Isles, are our nights out so heavy, man. I was thinking about it last night. I went out, has a couple of mates who are coming down to go to an event. So I was like, I'll come join, I haven't seen them in a while. And I was thinking, man, it's like, why do we love like our alcohol and just the whole thing, the whole idea around sesh, man? It's like, it's absolutely, it's crazy, bro. And yeah, I just wanted to obviously, I could record this inside, but I was like, let's switch up the location. And I was like, it's pretty nice. I'm literally sitting on the hammock right now, chilling, literally legs like swinging. It's probably an ick factor, I don't care. But yeah, no, living life, it's beautiful. Obviously, I put myself outside, ready to go gym, so I'm gonna get into that after. But yeah, that's one of my big things. It's like, I was literally thinking about it last night. It's like, why do we, like, why are we the way we are? Like, I think people probably look at the continent and be like, why do these guys just drink to get so messed up? Like, even I've noticed it throughout like the year. It's like, it starts out with like a beer or two, and like when we were younger, it was like we used to be able just to have like a couple of beers. I remember, I think I was like 14, 15, and it was just like having like it wasn't like a house party. It was just like mates would have like mates come around for like birthday or something, and like you'd get like someone buy like a box of beers or something, like a few Budweisers, and you chill, and that'd be like a sick night. But it's like, as times progress, obviously you turn 18, you can buy your own alcohol, and then suddenly it's like, let's just keep ramping it up. And then I remember earlier on in the year, I had a house party here, not here, it was actually a combination there, and people were pulling up, and it's like Grey Goose, and like, I think me and a few of my mates, like we all had like a bottle of Ray. And if you guys know Ray and Nephew, and fam, that is like obviously Jamaican blood and that, but that is like a mad drink. It's a mad rum. It's like, for anyone who doesn't know, it's about 60%, and it's like people pulling up, and we got like 4 bottles of that, and it's like, I want to just ask us. Obviously, there's a bigger conversation, and we'll have that conversation one day. And like, we're just getting started on this channel. We're bringing stuff back. We're gonna start off a bit light, but obviously we can go into conversation about mental health. Why are people fighting demons? But nah, honestly, to think, you do generally think like, what madness are people going through behind closed doors, where you're pulling out 4 bottles of rape, man? That is like that drink's a definition of demon time. Like, that is. And I was out last night having a few drinks. I was on like a student budget, and I wasn't really planning to kind of go that far, like, but then yeah, I got to the end of my budget. I was about to get home, she was saying bye to everyone, and someone was like, nah, stay out, I got you covered. And obviously I hadn't seen him for a while, vibes alright. We're in Clapham actually, it was quite decent. They ended up staying out, and I mean, like, oh, let's get back to the flat where they're staying. I was like, yeah, cool, and like, yeah, let's go buy some drinks to the road. And I'm in this shop, right, and obviously you're thinking you could just pick up 3-4 beers, not be that long. Got a trek back to Wembley. That's gonna be like, what? That's gonna be like 100 minutes. Like, what is it? Like, yeah, it's only 2 hours, I think. It took me in the end to get back. And it's like, yo, you probably should go like 3 or 4 beers. You want to be up. You've got intentions. You want to get gym in the morning. But nah, I get to the shelf. Obviously, I see the spirit shelf. Obviously, I'm intrigued. And then like, I was gonna get like a Captain Morgan's. Like, that's quite light. And then I see Ray, and I'm like, that's my Uncle Ray. Like, I've got to pick up my uncle. Like, fam, like, free the man them. Like, I don't know. So I'm making really bad things right now. But yeah, like, as you can tell, my drunk mind is still like, I'm not drunk, but obviously my mind's still twirling from last night. But I was like, I've got to pick up my man. I've got to pick him up. So, and then obviously it was choice of, I saw a small bottle, and I was like, oh, a small bottle will do. It was like £18. And then I saw the big boy. I said, the big boy bottle, the 70 CL. Yo, that will mess up your life if you finish that off. Type. And I was like, you know what, we'll go for a small bottle. Like, my mum was like, you know what, that's sensible. Small bottle, still get you quiet. You can carry it, it's easy. But then obviously the guy behind the till was like, Bob, why didn't you go for the big bottle? Sure, you want a big bottle. And he played into my ego. But obviously, at that time, obviously, I think when you're out there and you kind of know the mentality of people who are obviously drinking, obviously in the UK, a lot of us are like that, especially around those areas. He got me to buy the big bottle, let's be honest. Like, so I'm sat there now, this big bottle of Ray, and I was like, it's a chill, like, we're having like, Obviously, they were probably a bit more drunk than I was. They started earlier, and obviously that's another thing as well. Having the culture like starting at like 3, 4 and drinking through into the night, man. Like it's crazy. Like, and one thing obviously that's like up to having like good night, having a good time in London. Obviously, they've kind of saved and prepped. Whereas in London, like you'll never see me start out a drinking session like 3 p.m. unless I've made it. Like, bro, I can't afford to do that. I will never do that. I will never, like, you will not see me get on like the beers and whatever at like 3 p.m. because it's a myth thinking you're gonna be out there to the end and be able to afford to do that as well. Because I'm one of the people, when I'm drinking, it's like I do like to drink, I can't lie. But I have recently been limiting myself. And one thing I want to say, obviously, about kind of us and our drinking culture is that I think everyone goes out to drink. Obviously, everyone likes to enjoy themselves. Obviously, everyone has the right to enjoy themselves and everything. But the difference between you, obviously, I know drinking obviously can bring that kind of down periods. People can be in their rooms. People can, I know, obviously, people, if you're coming down, obviously, you've taken other stuff, which obviously does happen. And I've got something to say about that as well. If it's going to be a bit all over the place, I've not really planned it. But yeah, the difference between you and probably people you look up to, people you see on Instagram who live like these big, successful lives, it's a kind of difference to go back to your habits after a night out. That is like the massive thing. So for me, my goal this morning was literally get up. I'm still going to go in the shower. I'm still going to meditate. I'm going to get my gym clothes on. I'm going to get ready to go. That was like my big thing. It was like, if I don't do that, if I sit in bed, if I'm going to the cupboard, if I order a takeaway, like stuff ain't getting done today. My mates have got a show later on. Literally, they saw that show. Big up them. My mate Stephen and the gang are all performing, and I'm looking forward to it a lot. It's sold out show, so even if I wanted to plug it, there's no point. It's sold out, which is sick. But yeah, no, it's mad. What was I saying? What was I saying? My mind is still off the drink right now. It's mush, man. But yeah, no, honestly, coming back to your habits and coming back to some sort of routine, that's the thing I've kind of learned. Because I've literally, when I was younger, I had periods where I'd drink and then literally the whole next day I'm just like written off, not doing anything, not stepping outside. And look at me, bro. I'm in a student courtyard recording a video in front of people, like, and it's mad, like, but I'm just like, I don't know, I'm enjoying life, man. Honestly, I've got, obviously, the fact that I'm kind of keeping routine and I'm sticking to good things, and literally I'm at a point now where it's like, and people have said it to me, it's like, Lyndon, your confidence is improving, and I honestly feel that, and I can only thank, obviously, the stuff I'm kind of implementing in my life. So I'm still going to go out, I'm still going to probably get drunk, but obviously I've got a lot of plans, a lot of routine. Obviously the idea that obviously I've got like my fitness coach and we've got this goal, and it's like trying to lose like 1 kg every single week, and I want to hit that. So I can't afford a day where I do no steps, I don't go out, and I just like, I can't afford to eat bad things. So that kind of keeps me on track. So that's something I'm really grateful for. And look at this location, man. I just like, some of my eyes just like, nice being out in the sun sometimes, nice just to touch grass. Just literally, like, I was literally meditating and thinking about, like, how nice is this place, man? Like, don't get me wrong, I live in London, it's expensive, bro. It's so expensive, but sometimes you have to appreciate what's going on in your life. I'm literally sat on, I forgot what it's called again, sat on a hammock, little nice astroturf, like literally in a nice garden, northwest London. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful moment. You got to take it in sometimes, and some crazy things are happening in my life right now, but you just got to keep going. But in terms of what I was saying about heavy nights out, like I said, the only difference between you and kind of the people you look up to is how quick you turn to your habits. I'd love to say that one day I'll be able to come from a night out, literally not eat anything that's bad, and literally come back and have like chicken and rice and broccoli ready to go in my fridge, just slap that in, or literally just not eat and just eat in the morning. Like, I'm not that kind of dedicated. I'm not on that level. There's definitely levels to recovering from a night out and being able to go straight back into work. I know some people, obviously, when you're younger than that and you've got like work the next day, you'll just go out and do it and do that anyway. And you guys are superheroes for that. I respect you so much. But like, I'm not, no. Like, I'm not really on that, like, I'm not on that level. I've done it in the past, but it's not something I'm really trying to do now. Like, I only really try and go out when I have to. Obviously, kind of getting back to the kind of main topic of this video, UK nights out. One thing that is kind of crazy is just kind of the way everything's mixed in. You literally will have like your vodkas, your gins. It's almost like, let's get a Trey Jaeger, let's get shots. And then when people are even more messed up, obviously like people will go to like your hard, they're going to like the hard stuff, they're reaching for their house keys, and it's all mad. And obviously like your canisters come out and stuff like that. I like to be nice and kind of, especially in this kind of new me, is I'm trying to be as first as possible. I had a thought yesterday, so I'm chilling at the flat, and I see up the whippy thing, the canisters. Obviously, I see that, and I was like, I'll be honest with you, I have done it before. I did it when I was like 18. I did it a few times. Like, don't get me wrong, it is a nice feeling, but obviously, I think the thing that put me off them, and obviously that's like a whole like thing with UK lifestyle, UK party, and like that's inevitable that you'll see one of those if you're from the UK. It's inevitable that you will see one of those. Someone will probably offer you something. Like, that's the kind of country we are right now. But yeah, I was looking at it and I was like, I could do it, you know, I could do it. I could, like, opportunities there, I could ask, I'm sure someone would give me. But I think it's just like, I remember I see the video basically, I think when someone was like basically paralyzed from doing that stuff, like, and obviously like the risk that is there, and I was like, do you want to take that risk? And I'm like, nah. So I left it alone. And obviously you can take that risk and be like, oh yeah, get the 10-second high, but if you mess up the rest of your life, bro, if you can't run a game, if you can't play football, if you can't be out here sitting in this hammock like this, then what's the point? Like, over only like 10 seconds, bro, you'd play out the worst 10 seconds, you'd regret that so much. Obviously you do have to take some risks, but it's like, that's like a small risk, man. But yeah, no, I'm just kind of chilling, kind of getting my thoughts out there. It's like I say, even the best people in life will go out and just got to put your hands up sometimes and just be like, yeah, I went out, went a bit too hard. I'm definitely, what I'm trying to do with my nights out, and I think it's good for people to kind of think, is like, how do we kind of like de-escalate? Because I feel like, especially when people get money and they're doing nice, they're doing well, I think it's easy to kind of be like, every night we're just gonna like go over the top and absolutely like smash it. But how do we kind of bring it back? How do we kind of resensitize ourselves, like the feelings of alcohol? How do we save like going proper hard for like nice moments? Like, how can we take it so every night isn't like a rain night? How can you just have like, be able to have like a few beers? Like, I think people do when they're driving, but that's because they're driving. If people weren't driving, like a lot of people out in London, like people would go harder every time they go to the pub. So yeah, so that's one of my main kind of takeaways in the video. Obviously, it's like sticking to your habits when you do go out. I think we all will go out, but sticking to your habits, trying to get up as early as you can, obviously trying to get rehydrated, try and do some exercise the next day, try and get out there. And then also just think about the way you're mixing things together. Obviously, we're going to put our hands up and obviously say we had nights like that. I don't know, obviously I'm going to go out tonight to support my mates. I don't know if I am going to drink, if I'm going to drink. But if I do, I'm going to try and also wake up next day, try and get back into work things, spoon things. But yeah, no, it's just kind of my thinking, the kind of UK culture around drinking. It is a mad one. Like I say, it is a sesh. It is a nice sesh. Obviously, I'm one of those people who I don't really do like any sort of hard drugs or anything. But like, especially with drinking, it's like, before you meet down a pint or anything, like, or like my spirit, it's easy. Like, and it's one of them. I think as you get richer, you will want to do that more. But like I say, it's just kind of being present in the moment and trying to bring yourself back to reality sometimes and not letting it go too far, because you only need that one time where you end up literally spewing all over yourself. You only need that one time, and I've had that moment. We'll get into that in another video, but you only need that one time where you check yourself and like, wow, this is real. These are the dangers of getting too drunk and that. But yeah, no, we'll get into kind of the deeper conversations another time around kind of why alcoholism is the way it is in this country. I just kind of wanted to see, obviously I'm just coming off this night out, head's still feeling it a bit, but I just wanted to talk, man. But yeah, it's nice talking to you. Obviously the British sun, actually, it's fair, British sun, when I see it after, man, when it's quiet, it's very nice. I'm going to literally enjoy my walk down to the gym. I'm going to go gym and I'm going to eat something because I'm quite hungry as well. But yeah, until next time, it's kind of an impromptu video. But I just wanted to get this out because it's just a thought I had. But beautiful. We out. Peace.